Let's do a full face of e.l.f. makeup in about 2.5 minutes. I'm starting off with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This contains SPF 50 and I'm dotting it around on my skin. I can get like a light to medium coverage out of this, and I love blending with that e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. Has a good size to it and can get the job done pretty quickly. Then we move on to the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, just the classic one. I have this in the shade Light Peach and I'm dotting it around the usual zones. Then I use this Morphe concealer brush just to make a little bit more of those dots. Make it take up some room because it can spread. And then going back to the brush that I used to blend out the skin tint and just dabbing it in pretty gently so I can maintain the coverage. And I just always love that method. And then we're going to move on to the Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is in light pink, hitting under eye and T-zone with that, and then going in with a separate brush just to dust away some excess, get it all blended in. Using the Halo Glow Powder Filter just in all the areas where I didn't use the loose powder. This gets the texture of my skin more uniform and I'll have better staying power. Then the Liquid Bronzer Contour. This is in light to medium. It's a little goes a long way product, but even if you get too much, I still find it to be pretty easily blendable. So I got that in all my usual zones, blended with my Sephora 56 brush. This is Always Rosy. This is the primer infused blush. These are really known for having great staying power. They adhere to the skin, really nice pigment. And then we're going to move on to brows. This is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil, the waterproof version. Practically feels like pomade in a pencil. It has hold actually in itself. So I got the brows filled in, and then we're going to move on to our eye look. And I'm using a little quad, one of their more newly released quads called Take Your Pink. It's pretty subtle. So we're going to use one of those mattes just to get a little color going in the crease. Then I'm going to pat that same shade on the outer part of my eyelid. And it's, as you can see, not going to get too dark. Take a light shimmer on the inner lid. Really nice pigment on that. And then I'm going to go in with a shadow stick in Cool Beans, and I'm putting that on the outer upper lash line and the lower lash line too. Curling lashes, bringing in the e.l.f. Lash Extender Tubing Mascara. This will not smudge no matter what. Love that for upper and lower lash line. And then I'm taking their stain in the Cherry Cola shade. I'm obsessed with these. I love their staying power. It's a great base to any gloss. This is one of their plumping lip oils in Major Mauve, and I think that combination is just so good. And then I took some more of my loose powder, just really lightly all over the face, and I feel like it pulls the whole look together. We're nice and finished. We're ready for long wearing makeup, and I've linked to everything I used in my LTK.